DIY.
I got to tell you, it warms my heart to hear you talking about the biggest artist in radio right now. And you mentioned a Kendrick, but there was a point in time where I remember hearing some of the conversation of DJs is like, he doesn't have these certain types of songs that, could get played here and there. But lo and behold, 2025 is a much, much, much different offering from Kendrick and artists such as that. What do you think of the current state right now, or at least the trajectory of West Coast hip hop in your eyes? Where do you think we're at right now?
Oh, I love it, man. What he did for us was great. We needed it because I've been having these conversations behind closed doors, like, fuck, we need to get our momentum back. Like something's got to change, something's got to happen. So when he did that, it's just, man, it gave all of us new life. And I love it right now. I love getting to play him and not Drake on the radio. Like I've been in radio for about 15 years, y'all, and I've been forced to play a whole lot of Drake.
Oh my goodness, yeah, it was
And
a time yeah,
I'm always rooting for my home team first. You know what I mean?
right.
Like, so for me, all these years, it's been like, so to have Kendrick making West Coast slaps,
Come on,
that's a beautiful thing because he really never did that. Humble
Mm,
was not like that was a 75 low tempo, huge hit record, but it wasn't what we consider ratchet party sound that we like in the clubs, that
right.
sound that we like in the functions. So
hmm
it's
Yeah,
great that Kendrick got on this tip for this project.
and then brought so many younger artists, emerging artists from the city, and
Oh,
allowed
that
them
was
to
huge
like,
of him to do.
you
Huge
know
of
what I
him. I'm
mean?
so glad he did that.
He allowed them to just be them. I think it was interesting how he did on Mr. Morale with Kodak Black. He had Kodak Black rapping over stuff you would never hear Kodak Black in his own solo, you know, catalog rapping over. In this, it seemed like he went into, AZ Chike. He went into Peso's world. Like he made sure he created these soundscapes that were like they're seamless. They go right there.
He's a genius. He is a genius.
Dope the way it was executed. I remember a time though where it wasn't nobody out here regionally that said this. When I would go to other places, like Merge took us on tour, and I remember hearing some of the conversations about West Coast music being too regional, and I just never understood. Like I understood what they meant, but now we're in a time where people, it seemed like all over, are having identity crisis because they're seeing the success of West Coast right now, and they're like, what do we sound like? Everything became
Yeah.
so homogenous. What do you kind of feel about the direction of maybe even the possibility of regional sounds coming back into the game?
Ah, I hate that. I hate that it's like that, the regional thing. Because even me as a LA DJ, like I'm always down to see who's the hottest in Atlanta, who's the hottest in New York, Detroit. And I play them just as much as I play the West Coast. So I hate that. But yeah, no, like the regional sound is a thing.
Yeah,
Like we do go to Atlanta and I'll kicking it with my DJ homies and they ain't playing none of our stuff. Come
like is
on, man. If it
that
slaps, it slaps. If
it
it makes
slap
you
to slap.
feel good, it makes you feel good. That's what was so beautiful about like the Squabble Up and the Not Like Us,
Come
because
on.
he has that big of an influence that it hit everywhere across the world. And to like, come on, and we got plenty of songs just like this. Yeah,
Mhm.
this kid he put on here, AZ Chike, he been the guy out here in LA. Like
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So like y'all are late. Like y'all
come
are
on.
so late. Like, but like check it out. Go back, check out their back catalog, and I guarantee you they'll have you in your living room like feeling good,
Come on.
giving you them vibes.
But I know you already said earlier. Want to get to at least one question about this. I know you said earlier you were like, "Look, I'm gonna always be home team first. But I got to get into a conversation about this Kendrick versus Drake situation. I'm not gonna get no messiness, no messy, because I want to make. I know you got relationships with a lot of folks, okay? But how did you view that from a zoomed out point of view? Especially, I remember covering a story that said that labels were going to deprioritize signing hip hop acts in name of or in place of more like world music and Afro beats and different things. Like it just seemed like hip hop and rap were heading in a different direction,
Mm.
and this thing happened. And I mean, damn it, you've seen it from a very different vantage point. What are kind of your zoomed out points of views now that we're almost a year since the first song dropped?
Crazy. I love it. I love that it happened because not only did Kendrick give the West Coast his juice back, I think he gave all real hip hop, real MCs, real lyricists. Like, nah, this could, because we've been lacking that for years, especially with the trap sound. Like, it's all about ad libs and just melodics. So I
Right.
feel like he gave the whole hip hop a revive. Like, what? You know what I mean? Like, he's out here rapping bars. Like, we like it, Drake. Sorry, even us ladies, like, yes, we do love it. We love what Kendrick did,
Come on.
and it's such a vibe. So, oh, I'm so happy that happened.
I can't tell
I
you
was
the
waiting
amount
for
of
it. I ain't tripping.
I know, yeah.
Drake don't come holla at us like it, like Kendrick does. So,
right.
you know what I mean? So sorry, Drake.
Really specifically the pop out moment. Seeing West Coast culture on such a stage like Amazon, seeing it being live streamed, it was almost like it was almost like when as a kid you saw something like in a movie that was really, really funny and you couldn't wait to show your parents or show your sibling and be like, look, you see? This is what I was laughing at so hard. The same thing for me was like a sense of pride. When I
Oh,
looked
it was
and I saw,
great.
I was like, y'all not just seeing the safe West Coast artists. You getting the full experience right now. The folks that's really in rotation from folks who are residents out here, young and older artists. What do you think about that moment in terms of just the way it changed West Coast energy and just the
Oh,
pride that you had?
well, that was a once in a lifetime moment. I was there. I was actually there. I was with my brother Dre Sinatra, and it was just, oh, it felt like the family's back together. You know what I mean? It really felt like the family's back together. Everybody that was on stage, from my boy Vision to Wacko to all the different artists, like, and just everyone who was actually in the crowd. It was
Mhm.
all of us. Like, it was different industry cats, like everything. It was such a dope moment, man. Oh, it was electrifying. I wish you could have been in there. It
Come on.
was electrifying. And salute Kendrick. Thank you so much. Cause yeah, we needed that so bad. It was beautiful.
The people that were saying, "Oh, West Coast is too regional," or "Oh, that's a handicap," it ended up becoming the biggest superhuman strength. Is that it's like, "Oh, y'all make something that make people miss home. I wish we had that here, or I wish
Yep.
that existed the way it did." Because there was a point in time where I remember coming home from high school and seeing Rap City the Basement, and I'd be able to take a peek into what was going on in New Orleans, a peek into Milwaukee, a peek into
East
New York.
Coast.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and
Well,
even as
that's
somebody,
the, yeah, that's the energy DMX. When I would listen to DMX and Nas as a little girl, like, wow, this is what New York feels like. You could just feel it through the music, and our music does the same thing. Yes,
yeah,
palm trees, sunny skies, like the vibe out here. Come on,
come on,
we
come
like
on.
the dance, like we like that type of music. Like, that's what it is for sure. And that moment was so crucial because, like, it was deeper than just other regions not rocking with us. You know, Nipsey was murdered. Draco the Ruler was murdered. So many guys. I've seen so many of these guys I built relationships go to jail and die. A
Mhm.
lot of them over the past like 8 years, and it's just like
Yeah.
that hit us. Like, people don't understand. Like, it's like kind of like PTSD or whatever. Like, we was really going through it without even realizing it.
You didn't even
So
mention the pandemic on top of that. Like, I mean, everybody went through the pandemic, but when you started seeing like all the stories of folks that were out there and just like, just folks getting robbed and things, different situations that were popping up that were kind of making even the mainstream news. Then Kobe is, another name that
Kobe, yep.
it's just a time period that, I didn't have to be in a city to feel the energy, right? Because I've lived in San Diego now for some time, but I knew it when I talked to some of my folks that still stay there. I knew it when I went to the city. I was like, the city needed some kind of a recharging moment or a moment of um of peace, but then also a moment of like, hell yeah, like I'm prideful from where I'm from.
Yeah, like bringing back that
Unity,
young
yeah.
California movement, that
Come
energy
on.
that we had was all about, let's start working together again. Boys, y'all got to stop with this. Like, we know there's a lot of street politics in California, but
Yeah.
like, it's not helping none of y'all. So it's like, we got it. Like, that was a real unifying moment that we needed so bad. So bad.
DIY.
DIYers, if you enjoyed this content, make sure that you hit the like button and maybe even consider subscribing. Come on, man. Don't be greedy. Peace.